Hello?
Yo, what's up?
What's up? Alright, how are you?
Alright. Good. Ready to take this to the next level?
Okay, we got a orc.
When you're ready to share. I am in.
Nice.
I know you're a blade appreciator.
Yes. Well, I mean, I like the Farseer too, but
In Orc Mirror, you said there's no respect for Farseer.
yeah, no, I like him as a unit, but people that play it, they take I don't respect them as people.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I
that's
respect
fair.
the Farseer as an entity.
it's not the game's fault, it's the player. Understand?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't call it cheating, but it's on the edge. It's not how it's supposed to be played.
Cancel one peon, cancel one peon. You don't want to have your grunt be even later than it already is. I see you, this is a habit for you. I saw you do this mistake where you have to cancel the peon belatedly. That grunt needs to come out as fast as possible. Remember how it's seconds later than the blade sometimes.
Yeah.
Make sure to rally your racks to the top right of your racks and then shift it to the, yeah, kind of like that. Otherwise he could get stuck on the wrong side.
Yes, excellent choice. I am yours. I like Yes, Lord. Are you hero?
At this distance there won't be an ensnare. I like to take one step back after an auto attack so that the ogre warrior hits the grunt 3 times. So that you're using the HP regeneration resource of the grunt.
Oh.
The piercing will remain on the blade, but the normal damage, which does full on the hero, he might harass you with blades and items. Make sure your burrow timing is very on point. I feel like there's a blade harass coming with items. No, he would have stolen this. So, he's not. Are you gonna... Do you know how to do the troll priest for denial? The inner fire denial?
Yeah, I stand inside of him. Can I do that already now?
No, you don't stand inside on this side. This one, it's behind him. You can do it already, yeah. Windwalk. Get circlet, stand directly behind him. Put grunt 500 distance nearby. About there. Stand behind the inner fire. On the bottom right, bottom right, bottom right. Bottom right, not inside, not inside. Outside. Bottom right, outside. Now attack him. Bring in the grunt. Yeah, there we go. No inner fire. Yeah, baby.
Oh, where's he going?
Yeah, that's even better. Ogre isn't hitting you. You did the perfect form. Because he's ensnared the grunt, he's not a valid attack target. You did it even better than you could dream.
Do I get a dust here or no?
No. He might be Farseer. No, don't heal self.
Oh.
It's okay. What I would do is pull back the blade when he's half life, start solving him, and rely on the grunt and post solve him. This is also fine. Okay, go up. I think you can try to go to his base. You could creep more, but let's try to do peon harass so you know what that feels like. Because heal solve wise on the blade, the way that you did it now, you don't have anything to creep. You couldn't go for the Murloc camp in front of you because you windwalk now and go to his worker line. Put your grunts in a different control group. But keep them close. Start hitting peons. You're just gonna screw with his economy. You can bring in grunts too and hit buildings that are safe. Like his altar or whatever. Keep the grunts near. Put both grunts in this and all in the same group. All 3 grunts. Try to stand outside of range of the left burrow. Okay, try to hit the heal solve in between hits from him and then windwalk into it without getting it cancelled. Yeah, heal solve out of range. No, yeah. Windwalk. Okay, stay near and focus on cancelling buildings. Make your own tech and try to create as big of a disparity between your tech buildings and his. Check where they are, keep the grunts nearby so that you can hit tech buildings that are outside of range. If it's inside, the blade takes care of it. If it's outside, the grunts take care of it. Kill more peons. Make also your second tier 2 building, did you?
No, I went this first. I shouldn't.
Are you gonna tier 3 or Bisturi? Bisturi is fine, right? Okay, shadow's coming. How far is your shadow? How late was your shadow? A little bit.
Like 5 seconds.
Yeah, then his might be almost out. Be careful. Solve into windwalk again. Okay, keep checking where his tech is. His blade might be level 3, so send your grunts home and start creeping with your shadow. Get a nice timing 4th burrow, so that you can do a 50-foot timing attack when he's 40. You can get 2 raiders, 3 walkers when he's not anywhere near that. That's your win con. Get your shadow to 3, get your Kodo and 2-3 walkers out. And because he'll be higher blade, but he has no wind walk, so you can creep undisturbed.
I piss off now, right?
Yeah, piss off and try to fit in a heal solve, and then wind walk. Okay. You don't have to ever get dust because he hasn't got. Yeah. Oh, you might die. This is okay. Try to keep running. Actually, you can speed scroll if he was looking to catch you. Start creeping this fast. Hex the overseer. Kill the poison guys first. Shift click both so you don't need to look back. Okay. Start making tech units. And get your burrow whenever you can. Don't waste more money with blades on the shop. Rejoin your shadow out of safety, just in case he's shoving his whole army here. Second hex is unnecessary. That's fine.
Okay, so you don't want me to finish this?
Yeah, no, finish it, finish it. Just don't hex it twice. It's too much mana. Okay, he's going full in. Get ready to repair. Heal up with your shadow. Yeah, do finish it. Get more peons ready to repair the burrow. This is a very serious attack. Blade needs to take less damage. Heal up with your shadow, take the item. Heal the grunts. Okay, target down the snakes with the burrows. Your blade is not attacking. Go home with your shadow. Windwalk your blade and give him a heal solve. Keep targeting down snakes. Protect the 2 peons that are low, put them in. Take out others to repair. Focus anything but the blade. Kill grunts.
Oh, I was hoping I could take it out.
Immediately back to work. Stop repairing, you don't need it full. Creep the laboratory. Go, you're standing still, it's horrible. Go creep the laboratory. To the left. Attack, move with the peon on the tree. Attack click the peon. And then attack the one to the left of that too with shift click. Yeah. Okay, creep this. Give the ring of protection to the blade. You don't do this enough. Like sometimes you have like talisman on the shadow or whatever. Get a Kodo beast. Even though you don't have ensnare, Kodo is better now. Focus on getting shadow level up. That has to be on shadow, the one of mana steel. Do it in quiet moments of the game so that you don't mess around later. Next you're gonna get heal scroll, you're gonna get a second Kodo, you're not gonna get ensnare right now. And you also want to get walkers and walker with
one more grunt or no?
No, never. Walkers and Kodos. Get his heal scroll. Okay, go, defend. Bring blade back. Morph the walker. Link. Fight. Attack. His shadow. His shadow is looking funny.
Okay.
Kill the snakes. With the burrows. Your Kodo's dying to snakes. Make more Kodo. Link, you're not linked. Mana steal.
Where the hell's my guy?
He only has grunts, right? So you don't want to just have a straight up fight. Heal self. You have heal self on shadow. Make a grant. Make grant. Since you have no lumber. Are you making walkers?
Yeah.
Okay. Morph the walker. Careful, blade. That's the real blade. The one that has 30%. Shop, Burrow, gather lumber.
Yes, Lord.
If you could get heal scroll,
Excellent choice.
probably not.
Oh,
Direct my blade.
word to task is there.
Give me a pleasure.
Yes, Lord.
Heal scroll would be good. See if you can.
I am yours. Yes.
Who be my
Word to
next
task is there.
victim?
You kind of need heal scroll.
Boss.
You're not linked. You got both. In such cases, you can buy protection. It's like a little bit the same. Try to target down the snakes with shadow. Hit blade. Turn around. Link if you can. Repair the racks. Make Kodo. If you can get a shop, it's still remotely winnable. You have drums, you have link. Use a link. Try to get a shop somewhere. Not in vision. Yeah, good. Okay, you don't need that many more peons. One more is okay, yes.
This idiot is stuck.
It's a little bit the locations, right? Can make a racks again. Okay, there's another heal scroll in the shop. See if you can get it.
This one?
Yeah. You have a higher quality army and a higher shadow. So your most important goals are to kill the snakes. Yeah, buy it. And come back. Kill the snakes with ranged and eat things with Kodo. Those are your main goals. He's free. Put them in the burrow so that you can get past. Okay. Heal wave your blade one more time. And now go to the middle of the map. Creep the Overlord. You have to take some risks, right? You cannot... get double clarity before you go, yeah. Remember to eat well, to be linked. Get Walker and Walker upgrade. Check if he's doing middle. Yeah, pull it towards you. Hit it once and pull it. Get the Walker upgrade. Start creeping it not too far so he doesn't go home. Creep it now. Try to dodge shockwave on your shadow so he doesn't cancel. Oh, you don't have clarity yet. Okay. Clarity now. Go over burrow capacity. Keep creeping this. Give auras always to shadow, otherwise you lose it when he wind walks.
Did not know that.
Do you have Walker upgrade yet?
It's on the way.
You have to assume he's gonna be 60 food, so you need to go over pretty soon too. Your Walker's taking piercing damage. Heal wave. Go home. Remember to eat and link everything up. And make a unit. You can make a grunt. Make a new shop. If everything is linked, you're okay. If everything is linked, you're okay. Eat. He's 60 pop, only grunts, no link. Don't attack heroes. Kill units one by one. Heal scroll. Try to speed scroll your Kodos away. Your walkers are blocking your own Kodos. Take a shadow down. Okay, take him down post invul. Make a burrow. Send peons into battle. Focus shadow. He has no link. Focus shadow. Not with everything. Kill Tauren with walkers, with blades on the shadow. Link up. When you're ensnared, fight back, then run again. Take down his shadow. Kite the torrents. You don't want to stand still and kite. Go back to your shop. Mana pot. Send everything back. Your Kodo. Don't get hit by torrents. Keep kiting. Your blade, wind walk, kill shadow. Morph your walkers. Go back. Okay, GG. It's over. It's a micro issue. Big
Yeah.
micro issue. And building location. Building location is very... by the way, nice try.
You want to watch or no?
Yeah.
You want to watch?
Yeah. Well, first, can I show you a little bit the building location, what you're doing?
Yeah, sure.
You can... I'll stream it to you. You're partially denying yourself a good defense because of poor building placement, and partially due to... well, that's actually a pretty big part of it, and it's a relatively common enough theme to need to address it. So the start is fine. You're doing this, and then you're doing this.
I'm not seeing nothing yet.
Am I not streaming it to you via Discord? I am. You didn't look at it yet.
No, I did. It doesn't show up for me.
Really? It should. If you click on it and then zoom out and look at the proper screen, because you're probably looking at my webcam.
There you go. Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. So you're doing altar, burrow, racks, and then you're doing burrow. And this part is all fine, but we haven't really delved much into follow-up build location.
Yeah.
And it shows. So you're building your shop to the equivalent of here.
Yeah.
Which means there's no travel between. This is also an option.
Okay.
This creates a long shape in front of which you cannot pass over different sides of your own base either. You don't have a safe path. You must go deep in order to go somewhere else. You're creating a split in your own base. This allows some travel. So keep that in mind, that this is not a definitive. This is an option. This is option number 2. I see you do this. I think it's better for burrow defense, because someone must commit a unit that can then get surrounded on this side. And the same thing is true here. But it's worse for your own maneuverability. I don't mind how you do it, just that you're aware of it. So your shop is there. And then what you can do is, if you just build your bestiary here and your totem here, you will never have those problems that you just had. Bestiary and Great Hall do not form a full wall. This allows free passage of heroes. And
There's one spot in between, or it's...
No, it's completely touching. So you can't do this.
Yeah.
You can do this, and that's what I did here. See?
Okay. Yeah.
You see how there's a red line from the Great Hall?
Yeah.
So even when you touch it the hardest, the bestiary in the Great Hall, a Kodo can come out and will always be fine. And he can even go between. It's not like an Archon in a Zealot wall in SC2.
Okay.
And so part of your problem stemmed from the fact that you touched the closest part of the forest with a bestiary, which could then get stuck. You messed around a bit with a burrow. Whenever you build burrows against the trees, this is fine, but try to avoid cubby holes like this, which might have as a risk that the peon gets blocked. It is particularly pernicious for cubby holes south of burrows, as the default finishing location for a peon is bottom left.
Okay.
So this one is a cubby hole, but it's fine because stand down location and construction finish are bottom left. But you cannot have a cubby hole to the bottom, because then your peon will get stuck, just like it did right here, right?
Yep. Okay.
So try not to forest walk the bestiary, the totem, and southern burrows.
At Torrent Totem, if I can't make it touch the Great Hall, right?
Yeah, correct. Only Burrow and Warmill form hero blocking walls. Burrow and Warmill are the only full walls against the Great Hall.
Okay.
Yes, Lord. Yes. Are you hero and obey?
Can't go.
Choice.
Yeah.
Work complete.
Okay, then when you are defending against the orc player, first, and don't build your second burrow. I see this is something you do in every matchup. The reason we have one burrow here is to be part of the first 5 minutes of the game front wall off. It is also an advanced defender against tower rushes. It helps poke against people that would see harm to your shop. But the third burrow going here is not actually a good habit because it offers too much vulnerability under too easy access. I've seen chat told you stop building a burrow too far in front. Maybe this is too far in front. Maybe this is the safe version. Because keep in mind, it doesn't need to be here. It can be here, it can be here, it can be here, it can be here. All of this is a wall off together with racks.
Yeah.
Right? And while maybe it's true that if you built it here, it is a little daring, right? A little avant-garde. And this being the more conservative, I don't mind if you build it here or here. It has its own advantages and disadvantages. But the second burrow makes it an amazing value proposition for harass. So the third burrow is actually here.
Okay.
Either here, touching, or here, one gap, or here, two gap. It's all fine. It all has its own pros and cons. If this burrow is touching your Great Hall, then it's actually a full wall off. And then you must have minimum 2 gap here so that your hero can go. But if your second burrow is floating with 1 gap, then you are allowed to touch 1 gap or 2 gap above it. Of course, you can also make your third burrow here like I'm showing, 1, 2, 3. But you do want some kind of unity of defense of your initial burrows because you are still vulnerable to early attacks. You don't have fortified defenses yet. So I don't like ABC, I like ABB.
Okay.
And this is actually copied from Focus. What I'm telling you, ABB is always what Focus does, and Hitman. They never go ABA.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it comes to defending that fight, it looks like you're not making proper use of your tech units. So basically, the first attack he did is like a brute force donkey attack. Basically, I don't want to say it, Nido style, his orc. Like, he came with Blade 3 plus 2 images, 8 grunts or 6 grunts or something. And this is because you denied him tier 2 units.
Yeah.
And so he decided, well, I know it cost you something. I know I'm behind. So I'm just going to shove what I have. And I'm going to do this. And then funnily enough, he went like double totem, tier 3 behind it. And then went to like 8 or 9 grunts. Or maybe he had 1 totem, I don't know. Maybe he had expansion. Or
2 totem.
He had 2?
Yeah, I saw 2 torrents with the Shadow Hunter at some point.
Yeah, I saw that. But maybe he saved them up at home. I don't know. Did he have an expansion? Did you check?
I don't know. I didn't check that, no.
Because I almost wonder if he took an expo with how many units he had. And his blade was missing. He was probably taking the expansion. You can check it out now.
Quickly.
But he did a brute force attack. And you were high level shadow, you had higher tech units, but your Kodos were always stuck. So those Kodos didn't do anything. Kodos are amazing against 6, 7, 8 grunts. But you have to get it out of your base and eat a unit.
Yeah.
So you would have a Kodos stuck here, and then it was dying to 2 snakes from here. And the Burrow actually will never attack the Serpent Wards unless there's absolutely nothing in range. So you could have done Burrow, attack the 2 Serpent Wards with shift click, and then and then look again. Oh, there's a new one. Attack that. That's what should be happening. And the Kodo should never stay here. It must get out and eat. Because he hasn't even got Ensnare. He hasn't got Hex. So you can eat anything you like.
Yeah.
First order of priority when you're getting rushed. And we kind of dealt with this when you get tower rushed. This was not a tower, but it actually had the same idea as a tower rush. First order of prio is don't let the shop die. If it does, immediately send a peon out of vision, build another shop.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, he goes over there and he loses some time.
Exactly. And then you get to clear up all the snakes. You get to move your army out of your base. Yeah. You get to reposition. You get to fix your peons, fix the burrows, keep only one and gather some lumber again. So, and then you make another shop right over here while he goes for that one. Right. Walkers, they come out, instantly use Spirit Walk. Instantly use Spirit Link and make them corporeal. They do 21 to 23 damage. That's 45 damage a pop against grunts. Or they could be randomly auto-attacking an image and do nothing for like a minute. So there's a huge amount of profit to be won by making sure your walkers are attacking the right thing. Either they do nothing at all for a minute, or they're killing a grunt in a minute by themselves. Make sure to link your peons. Do you know how link behavior works?
Yeah, you explained it.
Okay, so it links 4.
Yes, Lord.
It spreads the same as chain lightning, which is that it will go to a unit and then search the next nearest and the next and the next. So that peon was nearest. The nearest to go is the blade. 2 peons were nearest.
Just
So definitely link right away. Now, in terms of sheer damage output, Grunts still had more damage and health than what you had. But he cannot prevent single target damage because he has no link, whereas you can. So your goal is to get heal wave out so that you can heal all your units, which after 2 minutes will be like deep red. But you shouldn't be losing any units. You should especially not be taking any damage on units that are not linked. Right, so that everyone can benefit. Try to involve as many of your peons in the link. And if the fight ever moves away from the burrow, take your peons out of the burrow and also fight with them. Link them and also fight with them. Then, if you have Blade 3, you can just right click on his shadow. When you do, he has to run. You clear all the snakes, and then he only has grunts. And then you can put something tanky in front. You should like use chokes, but you do want to make sure everything can hit. The way you were fighting was like, he's got all these grunts all around you. You're getting hit from every side, and you're not specifically target firing anything. So you were like weaving in with all these grunts. There was a little bit of everything everywhere. Whereas actually you should be like this. Like you hit one grunt and you kite it all back. And then his grunts are like trying to chase your blade. And you're doing this. This is how it should be going, where not every grunt, but you gave him maximum surface area. Maybe you can take... because I think you can win that fight as long as you just kill the snakes, make sure everything is linked, and then target down one by one grunt. More target fire.
Yeah. That makes sense. Question about the peon harass that I did. Do I just kind of give up my hero when I make that type of move?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, theoretically, can't he just lock me in?
It depends on the amount of damage he brings. So he doesn't have Windwalk. And so you need to keep your eye out to see if he's bringing a peon in for the block with the war mill. And if he is, if you immediately send your blade there and you do not get engaged to whatever it is you're doing right now, and you make it your priority to break out, then you can get out with no problem. But if you greed and you finish this 20% bestiary, then by that time the war mill will be 40%, and then you can't get out anymore. And then indeed it's a forfeit. It's better never to forfeit him, though given enough damage, sometimes it can still be worth it. But that should only happen with a level 1 blade, generally. Level 2 plus, don't want to sacrifice it ever. Now, you should remember what you've achieved and also what he has not lost. So usually with that tactic, actually, I don't go for the lumber peons. I go for the gold peons.
Yeah, it's more important.
Yeah. So you went for lumber peons. You got 1, then maybe you got 2. You stopped lumber mining. But none of it matters because you're also canceling his tier 2 buildings. So even if he had 1,000 lumber, you're still canceling his tier 2 buildings. Yeah. And lumber's only purpose is to make tier 2 buildings. So you're there partially to guard against tier 2 building creation. And you're there to, ideally, slow down his gold, not his lumber. So you park your blade, especially good if it's level 3 blade, very strong technique. But even if it's level 2 with a bunch of items like you had now, you park your blade inside the gold peons, and you force those to start rotating. He has to bring in lumber peons to replace the gold peons. He has to put the gold peons.
Yeah, so he loses both resources anyway.
Yeah, exactly. There will be a targeting issue where the low peon goes into the mine, but it's still better than going for lumber peons, generally. There are lumber deprivation strategies, and that can work. It is especially good if you go for peons when you have like a bit more damage, and you can kill a lot of the lumber peons, and then the game goes on, and it's not ending. I was actually surprised he was going for like the grunt snake rush. Usually this wouldn't happen at higher level, but it shows it's correct for him to do it here since it worked.
Yeah, that's true. As long as it wins, it's good.
Yeah. When you were creeping the Null Overseer,
yeah,
You could have, I guess, decided to let it go, but you were pretty close to getting it. Usually, by the way, do you have all your lumber peons on a control group?
No, not yet.
Okay, I feel like it's very valuable. When you see him coming, the moment you see Blade with Image and Grunt and Snakes, if you immediately tap all your lumber peons and you move beyond your first burrow and you self-surround it, then you put them on auto repair.
Yeah.
And then
You self-surround just by using move hotkey on the burrow.
Yeah, no, move past it. So move outside of its range.
Oh, you move past it and then...
Yeah, like if you can get there before he gets like the melee surround from the outside.
Yeah.
If he's already blocked both exits of the burrow, the barracks exit and the Great Hall exit, and you try to move past, they're going to go the wrong direction. Then you would indeed just need to right-click the burrow.
Yeah, understood.
And then you can quickly do like stand down to self-surround it, put some in, stand down. The next peons walk up. The stand down peons will then spawn elsewhere than where the new peons that arrive are, because they... like when you put peons, when you do battle stations, or let's say when you put some peons in the burrow, 2 new peons can come on both sides of the burrow, and then you can vacate the burrow, and then you have 4 peons surrounded. Even though if they just walked up, you would only have 2 surface area. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you realize that you can out repair correctly, and then you can start like putting in 2 peons in each burrow, maybe in the third one, and then you can try to start targeting down a single unit, because mostly your burrows are just free firing, but you got to try and use them like headhunters.
Do you have them on a hotkey, the burrows?
I do not. I'll just control left click them or double click.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Next one?
Maybe simulate previous lost game for him. I think that's not a bad idea. But we won't face it so often, so I do think there's value in it, but let's get a different experience.